The name of Gustav Klimt is very well associated in the art lover's mind with sensuous lines, erotic and beautiful women, and decorative golden details. His paintings are instantly recognizable and have been exhibited in major galleries worldwide, ensuring Klimt an international reputation as one of the most foremost artists of his era. Gustav Klimt was born on July 14, 1862, in Baumgarten near Vienna. He was the second of 7 children. His father was an engraver of gold and silver, and his profession undoubtedly rubbed off on his offspring. His major break came when he was asked to create a ceiling and wall painting for 2 of the newly erected buildings of Vienna's celebrated Ringstrasse. As his style evolved, he began to manifest photographic naturalism in his paintings. The changes in Klimt's work, such as his rejection of the naturalistic principles of the academic tradition, were reflected in the broader shifts in the Viennese artistic milieu. From about 1890 onward, Young Vienna, a literary movement made up of writers, began to react against what they perceived as the moralistic tone of the 19th century literature. The group began to produce work that explored disturbing psychological state of minds, dreams, and liberated sexuality. The movement would be titled the Vienna Secession, meaning revolt against the ruling power. In 1897, Klimt became the first chairman of the secession. By now, he was respected, and he required the cachet to serve as a figurehead. He created the poster for the first secessionist exhibition in 1987. The drawing depicted a naked female figure holding up an empty mirror to the onlooker, as if to invite new inspiration, a new beginning. Although later the group disintegrated, it is still remembered as a significant movement in the art world. Klimt was drawn to myths and symbols taken from primitive Greece, which represented the life of the instincts and pre-rational desires, as yet untrammeled by the classical restraint. This fused figures from his own time, the women of the late 19th century Vienna, whom he continued to depict in commissioned portraits as part of his artistic career. Klimt's portraits also manifested an increased domination of the female sitter by her environment. Their personalities concealed behind elaborate trappings and their fashionable costumes and settings, finding sublime expressions only in the swelling curves and suggestive archetypal forms around them. Ornament and evocation were also crucial in most of his work, pursuing the allegorical subject matter to which he had previously been drawn, in stark and powerful paintings of the themes such as the cycle of life. In 1903, Klimt had traveled twice to Ravenna, where he saw the mosaics of San Vitale, whose Byzantine influence was apparent in the paintings of what would become known as his gold period. The use of gold dated back to Klimt's own past, to the metalwork of his father and younger brother Ernest, who had both died a decade earlier. One painting that stood out among the rest in his gold period was The Kiss. 2 figures locked in an embrace, densely draped in tattered cloths. He evoked a moment of sensual pleasure and deep love. The dominant male figure is signified by the powerful coat of masculine black and gray blocks, softened by the feminine organic scrolls. The female energy is shown as spinning circle of bright and floral motifs and upward flowing wavy lines. Klimt died from a stroke in 1918, and the paintings he left in his studio were of an extremely enigmatic nature. Klimt was known to be a shy, silent man, not one to express his feelings in public, but through his canvas he evoked deep turmoils of emotions, influencing painters such as Egon Schiele and Oskar Kokoschka, as well as future generations of artists. The complexity of Klimt's career has been heightened by the sense of mystery surrounding his private life and inner workings of his mind. But no one could describe Klimt better than Klimt himself. Whoever wants to know something about me as an artist, which alone is significant, they should look attentively at my pictures, and there seek to recognize what I am and what I want.